Blarla.
Hello peeps and welcome back to Good Company. Welcome back to Peep Co, where we have almost produced 20 of our new games console, which means we would have completed this objective. I'm very excited. This has been running pretty smoothly. I mean, yeah. These plastic casings do produce really quickly. But yeah, I mean it's going at a pretty smooth, fairly smooth flow, and we're about to deliver our 20th product, I believe. Not quite. He's making it now, I think. Are you making it now, Calvin? Are you? Fantastic. Might deliver it myself. Oh, we just had to produce it. That's it. Of course, we didn't have to sell it. Oh, well, that's fantastic. All done. Perfect. I've noticed that your gadgets don't make sounds. Yes, I noticed that too. Big mistake, rookie. The kids crave beeps. You're right, Mr. Laser. We appreciate your veteran gaming expertise. Let's prepare our gaming device for audio capability. A simple sound module should suffice for now, and we need to build up a sufficient supply. Produce at least 10 monophone speaker modules per week. Is this something that we can already produce? Let's have a look over here. Ooh, that's cool. We want beeps. This looks like a sound thing. We do need to research it. So we've got the beeper, but we need to research this. And we do actually have enough research points to get the job done. So I shall get cracking on that. Here we go. It's taken much time, but we have now researched our monophone speakers so that we can put some sound into this device. Now, the first thing that springs to mind is what is required? What does it need? I know that we can look up. We've got this book up here. I think it's this one, actually. No, it's a module. I think. Yes. Purple background is a module. So, screws. Oh. Interesting. Do we order those in now? And plastic. Let's see. No. Wait, no. Okay. This is a new item to me. Crafting. It's not in crafting materials. So this must be a module of its... Oh, look. A rod. Metal sundries. It does take the rods. The rods come from... Right, okay, so we do need a little bit of a production line, don't we? Interesting. What I might do, actually, is produce this far away. What could we do? Maybe we could set up a little production line over here. So starting with the rods then. Right, we need to produce rods. This doesn't tell us much information. Rods can be made on the tinker table in 10 seconds. They can also be made on the basic workbench in 4 seconds. How big is this? This is much more expensive. I don't think it's really... This might be a bit overkill right now. So let's do this. Here we go. Let's do that. And rods. That's what we want here. And we're going to give them a little corner shelf to go with it. Yes. So we'll bring the rods out to here. And we're going to feed that as well. So what we need to do is also make sure that we get the metal sheeting. For logistics, need to get the metal sheeting in there. Right. Good. So that's that. Now the next thing that we need, and just to keep costs down, we're just going to use a little tinker table here, and you can produce these metal sundries here, these screws. Here, look, there. It takes 4 rods. Interesting. Oh, but look, 10 sheets, they'll produce 20 rods, so they should produce them pretty quick. Okay. That's absolutely fine. So here then, we will possibly, I don't know, maybe we'll give them another little corner shelf here, like this, right? The metal looks like it has already arrived. So, when you have produced, what's happened here? Why is the metal comes in? Right. Oh, hang on a minute. This is not. What's wrong here? What am I missing? Oh, I've set this to. Oh, that was silly. Now I've busted it all. That was silly, wasn't it? I was thinking, what's happened here? Right, okay. Bring the metal into this table. Bring the rods out of this table. Right. Then bring the rods into here, and we're going to bring the screws out to here. I think that's what we're going to do. Like this. Good. And then another tinker table. Here. Bit of a weird setup I've produced. So what happens next? I cannot remember. Metal sundries goes right. Oh, okay. Right. So this is where we can actually start to produce the mono thingamajiggy. Yeah. Yes, we can. Okay, so going to need quite a lot of metal sundries and a bunch of plastic. So, you know, it might be worth upgrading this to a quicker table if this is this becomes too slow, right? I think that's what we'll have to do. So, let's see. Okay, but it wants us to build up a bunch of these. We can do that. We can do that. So yeah, you can feed that. And then this also needs to be fed with plastic. Oh, look, we have to make a beeper. Oh, okay. Oh, this needs to actually be a beeper first. Oh my god. Okay, right, hang on. I'm freaking out. Right, hang on. Help me, peeps, help me. Let's pop that there. God, this is so complicated. Right. Now, let's see here. Oh, don't worry about that one. Don't worry about that one. Right, this one. This one. So all these screws come into here. Actually, we will. Well, let's worry about this one. Let's totally worry about this one. Or let's move this table here. Okay, let's do that. I think this might be better. Okay, because we're going to need these to feed into here, these to feed into here, and where are these plastic? And more of these need to feed into here, so that they can then all feed into this table in order to produce these things. And we might actually make him walk them over to here, so that we can now get another bench. Why do I do this? Okay, so I can get another bench here. That'll do. There. Right. And this bench can now produce those, right? Right. Yes, no? I think so. Okay, so they can feed this, and they can feed this. But we also need some plastic to come into here, look. No, not there. Get rid of that. The plastic needs to come to here. And then it can be fed into there. Okay. And then for now, we'll slam it back in there. Here, just here. That's what we'll do. Right. We've got the logistic workers bringing things over here as well. So we're going to need to employ 4 people. So let's do that. Okay, they're all 20. Okay, so Joseph, Felix, Homer, Zuri. Excellent. There we go. So where are you guys? Welcome. Welcome. Rods, please. You take rods. Thank you. Thank you. Sundries. Thank you. Lovely. Beeper, which can then be upgraded into a mono speaker. Okay. So we need to let this... another thing that we don't do, of course, with all this money is put pretty things around. You know? But we don't make situations pretty for anyone. No. You know? But maybe they would like some plants. Or something around. Who knows? Maybe one day. But right now, let's see. So we need to produce 10 of these a week, which actually, this may not move fast enough in order to get that. It may not. So let's have a look. Well, he's producing rods really quickly. Really quickly, actually. So I think in here we will give the rods extra space. Right. Let's have a look at this. So now the screws are taking a little bit longer to produce. Is it slowing down this person? I wonder. That's quite a lot of screws, actually. I think the screws are going a fair old pace, even if we had 2 of them in here, right? And the plastic should be fine as well. So if anything, we need to produce more of these. And their products come from here. And there's plenty here, isn't there, for 2 people, I would say, to get going on this. So let's get another, tinker table here. There. To produce another mono thingy. So we can make sure that these simply do not run out. Yeah. Now, send those to there. Excellent. And we'll employ somebody new, Morgan, to work here. Okay. So that I can't say that name because it'll set mine off here at the house. She'll start talking. It's been muted. Right, Alexis. She'll be able to... It's not the same. It's a very similar name. Is now able to produce... should be able to produce these without being held up for that one part now. I still need to wait for them to produce a little bit. We've got 7. But how many can we produce a week? That's the only thing. So I really don't want her to be held up. I want her to be working at max capacity. Yeah, so that's about 7 a week. 7, 8 a week is her max capacity at this point. So building these up is going to be good if we are going to need to get a second worker in for this, which I think we probably do. Yeah. I think we probably do. That's a shame. I'm assuming that screws and everything, yeah, I mean, look at the screws are nuts. All this is absolutely fine. It is just these mono speakers. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. We're going to want to produce another round of these. Don't need that shelf, right? It's all here. There, and bring these back. Lovely. Thank you. What I will do, pull these off the shelf. I'm going to keep those safe. What I am also going to do... Oh, I've block that off. I thought there was still a gap there, but nope. So what I'm going to do over here, let's actually sell all these bits. We need to employ somebody to work that table, or maybe I can work that table. Get rid of all that, like that. Let's see. Let's move this stuff. That. Okay. Good. Now, how are we doing? We're starting to get backed up here. Do you know what? We will employ somebody because I'm lazy. Sandra. Hit. There we go. So now we should be able to produce the 10 a week. Yeah. But the screws are just insane. Look. They are nuts. What I might do, I don't want to take them all out though. Maybe, yeah, split the stack. And sell a bunch of these. Excellent. There we are. Oh, well, this should do it. This should absolutely do it. Let's speed that up. There we go. Brilliant. Great job. We now have everything we need to profit in the next market phase. Excellent. Wow, you're really in control of this quest of yours, Kerry. I don't suppose I can help out around here at all. I could install a couple of the old cabinets in the corner in the corner there. I bet you'd be an ace at Fatal Fighter 5. Come now, Mr. Laser, we have a job to do. Call me Bob. Mr. Laser, if you please. We don't have time for your old games. We need to focus on our production. Let's get back on topic. For the next market phase, we need a product design that has a sound quality of at least 1.2. Once we earn at least 5,000 doubloons per week with these improved game devices, our production here should be stable. So I have to design a whole new item. I can't believe it. Look how slow that production is over there. Oh, a whole new item. Right. But our mega reactor defunct already? Is that what you're saying? So we want to create a new game device. Okay. What did we? I think we put it in a wooden, didn't we? Okay. Oh, God, it takes up. So how many of these we're going to need? 2 of them. It needs 2 of them to get what we need. So the battery life needs to get in there. Boom. Excellent. Processing display. Oh yeah. Do you know, I'd like to get a couple of displays in there if we can. But the problem is this thing. This whopper of a thing. Look, that's not very good, is it? But I don't think this is. Look how fragile it is. I don't think this is very good. What if we go to a metal case to help with how fragile it is? But now we can't fit anything in there. Look, can't fit anything in now. That's the problem with it. Look how tiny it is. What about the plastic case? Nothing fits in there now. It's gonna have to be the wooden case, isn't it? I don't understand how we do this. The market thing on it was just so low and it made me sad. But it looks like I sort of have no choice, really. We're going to have to stick this in here. Oh. Okay. Right, that is that. Don't need that. The battery. And then this. It really is, it gets really hot though, doesn't it? How hot it is, which is probably why it's got less market appeal. You know, but it needs these two things here. Sure. That doesn't help improve the market thing at all. No, there's nothing we can do to make it any better. This is it. This is it, folks, right here. I don't think it's very good. I don't see the point in this. But, mind you, if something didn't make sound, that would also suck, wouldn't it? The other one was called the Mega. Let's make this the Super React 10. Because it has sound. It's the same console, but it has sound, right? Okay. Great. Finish. And again, once again, we didn't do the design thing. Let's archive that one. We didn't look at the design. I keep forgetting to do that. Right, so I've designed it. Now we have to change all of this again. Sad times. All over again. So we want to change this to the Mega Reactant. Okay. Let's see here. So if we come into here, what can we reuse? Hopefully, I would have thought most of it. These, I think, were all the things. Yeah, see, look. The only thing missing, actually... Oh, okay. It is just this. This one. This. Yeah. Stick that. Why? This. Okay. Pull that down. You over to here. And then you can come into here. And then you come out to here. My goodness. That's excellent. And then if we come over here, oh. They've been done. Well, that's super duper. Because now we can come here and put out the reservations on those, but we can put up the reservation on those. Excellent. And then what I could do to help get him started, because I've got a bunch of them on me. There you go. Put yourself out. And then we need to make sure that we actually start shipping these. Oh no, I can't. I'm not quite seeing it. This is terrible. Alright. And this one here. Okay. So let's reduce down the slots for this one. Move this over. That's it, yeah. You take all those slots. Just leave 3. Just in case, I don't know, I want to sell something random. And who knows? I mean, it looks like once again we've gone screw mad. Look. And also, look at all these rods that are in here. My goodness. Let's take out a bunch of rods. So what we could do... Oh, look, and even they're queuing up. I think we might need some more logistics. Peeps. They might be getting a little overwhelmed by the process. So let's see here. Let's see here. Let's actually give this its very own area, actually. And we will hire Leonardo and Becky, I think, to come and work this point here. We'll see how that goes. We might not need to. And they'll prioritise this area rather than this area, I think. Okay, okie dokies. So we are losing money, but that should start to change as we start to fill this up. Look. Start to fill it up. Good-o, good-o. These are the mega reactants. Oh. Are we not selling those at all now? Can we not shift those? But we made them. Sure, we can shift out the last of them. No? Surely. Because we're now making the super one. Off she goes. That she's carrying it. That's the super one. Super, super. But we don't seem to be selling the megas anymore. I thought we'd at least sell the stock we've got. This seems like a perfect outrage to me. Anyway, seems to be working. Bar some additional stock going on down here. Let me speed this up. Oh my god, that even makes me move around much faster. That's weird. Let's see here. Yeah, okay. Do you know what? I'll take a bunch of those for you. Oh! Oh! There we go! I've got an achievement too.
With not important.
Ah.
These are hard times for CEOs, but this one just scraped by.
Haha, we got our first trophy here on Extra Life. So we earned the 5,000 doubloons with the game devices and have a sound quality of at least 1.2. So the next objective is going to be to produce 10 game devices per week that have at least one memory bank module installed. It's like slow and progressive upgrades, isn't it? Slow and steady upgrades. Okay. Hello. I'm looking around, and I think we can still optimize some things here. Time to make use of electronics workbenches. Oh yes, I know what these are for. Electronic workbenches give you access to a greater range of modules and allow for faster crafting times. That's right. Let's set up some electronic workbenches now. Perhaps Mr. Laser would be inclined to help. Sure, and then we could set up a dungeon Comba 3. Was it Comba? I don't know, cabinet on that far wall, or maybe a third edition. Alleys of Bruises 7. It has a wonderful wooden finish. Mr. Laser, please don't get distracted. Anyway, on to our next goal. We should try out our new electronics workbench. Craft at least 30 of any module type per week using only electronic workbenches. Ooh, craft at least 30 of any module type. Using only... Right, okay. We are going to produce this somewhere over here. Okay. 30 a week. Ooh, that was the wrong button, wasn't it? 30 a week. Now, bearing in mind that on the electronics bench, look, everything crafts in 4 seconds instead of 10. So two of these might actually suffice. And look at all these things that we can make. What's the easiest out of all these things here? See, that still requires circuit boards. But this one, simple circuits. I was thinking that the plastics is always nice. Plastics, because we produce so many of these, don't we? We do just produce so bleeding many. Okay, so I might do a small registry bank. For these, because it'll help use up a bunch of these items here, right? Oh no, we've got the simple circuit thing to go. Ooh, simple circuits. I tell you what, on simple circuits, we might benefit. Is that the simple circuit? Yeah. On upping the bandwidth on these. Oh. There we go. That might help. Right. Okay. So let's get a shelf over here. Maybe a corner one would be fine. Here. Okay. Let's see. 2 electronic workbenches. Okay. And a shelf. A shelf that probably isn't going to have enough. Ooh, there's something broken here. Interesting. Do we no longer need these plastic parts? I'm sure we do. Yeah, like this needs plastic parts. So there must be plastic parts coming over here, yeah. Why is this? Don't understand why that's like that. Okay, well, you're gonna have to come into the shelf anyway. And yeah, that needs to come into the shelf. And we also need to pull in these. So you can feed this and this. You can feed this and this. You can feed that and that. And then these can come back in like this. Right? Now, they're probably going to need their own logistics area also. Here. So if we now employ 3 people, even though we're losing money, it seems, all the time. Right, so you can get working on logistics, and we will pop you there. Who's the other person that's not working? There you are. That person. Okay, doesn't look like we got stuff over here really quick, actually, didn't we? He's got nothing else. Yeah, he actually has nothing to do. You're fired. I've just worked it out. Because these logistic places, they bring stuff because they're in the areas of all the stuff of these shelves over here. Whereas he was only going to do stuff with the shelf, but the thing that's being produced and stuck in here isn't actually going anywhere. So he was doing absolutely nothing. So here we are, now producing a model using only the electronics workbench, and hopefully we can get to 30 modules a week. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you to all my Patreons for their continued support.